question here from my friend Brandy. She says, I would love to know how to train AI to streamline a lengthy payroll process currently happening on spreadsheets, same steps every week. Listen up, even if your process has nothing to do with payroll, if you are doing something in spreadsheets regularly, or even irregularly, if you're doing something once and it's tedious as fuck, then you might learn something cool from this. If you want more AI tips, follow me. I don't know what this process is exactly or what kind of data is in there, so I'm just gonna have to give some general suggestions. First thing I would ask is, do you know about macros? Have you tried recording your steps in Google Sheets or Excel, whatever spreadsheet program you're using? Both of them have a feature where you can go into the tools, go to macros, record a new custom macro. Then what happens is Google Sheets or Excel tracks what you do and records those steps. I love using this for things like if every time you open a sheet, you go and make the top row bold and highlight everything and resize the columns, freeze row 1, maybe you go and like turn filters on. You don't need to do that every time. Do it once, record the macro, and then run the macro on a new sheet. If you already knew that, cool, there's more coming. But if you didn't, that's step 1. That's something that's really useful. There can be limits to what it's easy to make a macro for, especially if you don't have a coding background. If you do, you can make macros do all kinds of wonderful things. But to use AI with this, what I would do is I would record my screen. I would start a Zoom meeting with myself or use Zoom or Vimeo record or ScreenFlow or whatever, and record yourself doing the thing that you normally do. Bonus points, record your screen as you record a macro of you doing the process. Then close the sheet and open a new copy that hasn't been touched yet and then run the macro. See how it goes. Maybe make some changes, fix it up, talk out loud about what you're doing. All the time you're screen recording, filming yourself in Zoom or whatever. Then take that video, get it up on the internet, upload it to somewhere, YouTube, and then use a plugin, a ChatGPT plugin like any of these. These plugins have the ability to watch and listen to videos and like pull out the transcripts and understand what's happening and summarize the content of the video. What you can do is say, hey ChatGPT, watch this video of me doing a process on a spreadsheet. I do this every single week and I want to streamline it. How can I do that? What are your suggestions? You're probably going to see things like, I suggest you make a checklist, or you build an SOP, maybe you write a script. You'll see probably a bunch of, pick one that makes sense to you and say, can you explain that some more? Keep following that path. And you could also ask it things like, I tried to make a macro to do this process. You can watch me and my attempt on this video. Please describe the steps I took and what I could have done better. Similar prompts, I love to say things like, please imagine that you are training a team member. You need to teach them this process. Please explain how you would approach that. Act as if you are the tech lead or the project manager and you are trying to provide clear instructions to new hires. At the very least, you're going to get a really cool SOP document that you can perhaps hand over to a VA. More likely, you're going to find things where it suggests, like it's seen you do things repetitively or slowly, and it's going to suggest to you how you could do it faster. And best case scenario, you might even, depending on what other tools you like to use and how comfortable you are with these things, you might even be able to ask ChatGPT to write you a macro specifically to do the thing better. And then you can import that into Sheets or Excel and see how it goes. Please give that a try and let me know what you think. If you thought this was cool, please share this with someone who is doing things the slow and tedious way, because I can't take it. I am so tired of everybody doing things the slow way. Why? You could do so many more things. You could have so much more free time. You could take on more clients. You could just go to bed earlier. Stop doing things the slow way. Or better yet, because you don't know what you don't know, if you want some one-on-one time with me to go over stuff like this, you should check out my one-off calls. I've got strategy sessions, some hands-on implementation sessions. I do VIP days where you can book me just for a chunk of hours and we can sit on Zoom together and build stuff. I'm waiting. I'm ready. I'm here. What are you waiting for? Follow me, join my email list, jump into my Facebook group, and check out the details for my live event. This is where we will workshop this together in person in a stunning venue where you can create incredible content, network with like-minded people. You can just have time and space to up-level your marketing, streamline your operations, refine your messaging, build your value ladder, map out your offers. Seriously, guys, I don't know how much more clear I can make it, whatever your problem is. If there is a computer involved, or the internet involved, or marketing involved, or words involved, I will eat my hat. No, well, I don't have a hat, but I will eat my glasses. I will eat my glasses if I cannot solve your problem, or at very least get you closer to the solution, get rid of some headaches, and show you the path and give you clarity. Really, what do you have to lose?